Welcome back, Counter-Strike fans and Crossfire fans alike. Are you liking how the stream looks so far, or notably the HUD? If you've never seen this HUD before, this is myhud.gg. It is the perfect HUD, most easily customizable for any operation. The perfect HUD for any one-man operation to full group, full productions, smart observer, replays coming soon. Get your own HUD set up at myhud.app. Hey, and we got the command in chat. Look at that. Exclamation point, myhud. Production coming in clutch. Thank you, Will.
I'll tell you what.
What do you think about map number 2, Evan?
I've liked what I've seen thus far, and I think we're going to get more of that on map number 2. I mean, we did sort of tee this up as being, I think you had said, a specialist map pick for Villainous, and we'll remind maybe some newer viewers that this is a map that, at least from what I was able to find, this is a map that they almost play flawlessly, 7-0 from what I was able to dig up. So this is definitely a comfortable map pick coming through for Villainous, and I think especially if you're a team like My Life Be Like, this is one they ban more than they pick. I mean, 4 or 5 record, 4 wins, 5 losses, but I feel like a lot of times if you're a team that's coming in to Anubis and you're playing against a team that loves to play Anubis like clearly Villainous is, you're probably gonna have a bad time. So My Life Be Like, they're gonna have to lock in a little bit, I think, to get this round win, but I don't think that's impossible. I mean, you took Villainous to the brink in overtime on Ancient, so I think they definitely should be feeling good with how they played on map number 1, and I think it's happened to some here is here maybe
you can't triple boost anymore. You're not accurate. But no, I have a question for you, Evan. Now that we're going to Anubis, what's your favorite hole meme?
It's my favorite hole meme. Well, that's a within the context of Anubis, that's a crazy question.
Well, you could talk about the book holes. You could talk about, there's a YouTube video about an endless hole with hole people in it, if you've ever heard of Tom Ska. Then there's the idea of closing up the hole, where you're probably too young for the Drake and Josh show, right?
Oh no, that was around my time. I was born in '99,
okay, so I
was definitely in there. Drake, where's the door?
Where's the door?
Oh yeah,
is there supposed to be a door here? Yeah, I'm imagining like people coming back to Anubis and they're walking across the bridge and like, where's the door?
Where's the door?
There's supposed to be a door right here. And then somebody else walks out. I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna put the door there. Like, well, go get the stuff for the door. He's like, I was gonna. You just walk out and you realize, oh yeah, there's no hole here. But there's a hole somewhere else.
It's a lot of holes on Anubis. Did you ever read or watch Holes?
I did.
Shia LaBeouf, did you see that one?
I didn't see the movie. I read the book. I mean, the song from the movie is an absolute banger. I know we can't play that on stream, but
just imagine it to your viewer. If you've seen the movie Holes,
yes, we get all of the C's, T's, and T's collected around the hole, and they're just singing the song. And why do you have the Falcons logo? Be an NA. All right, you know what? He's got a green Glock. That's okay. It's a tech pause, so we don't really have anything about the game to talk about just yet, other than the fact that this is the map.
Really likes the Falcons.
Chosen. I mean, I can understand liking the Falcons for the players, I guess.
Yeah. Organization.
You know what I think is interesting is there was a stats post that was like, here's all the riflers on like around impact versus, I don't remember what was on the other axis, but it was like, you know, here's like Yosuke and he's up in the corner and here's some other players in the corner. And it's like, but where's Donk on the chart? And you have to give it like another 200% worth going up. And then there's Donk. Like he's just that far ahead of everybody else. That was wild to me.
He's crazy and he's having a great major. I mean, like I have Spirit, like I did my playoff pick'ems today. Like I have Spirit winning it outright, but I don't know. I mean, like that bottom half of the bracket is really tough. I mean, like Falcons Vitality. I mean, I spent a long time hemming and hawing about that one because that one to me feels like most interesting of the whole bracket. Like genuinely, it's a toss up. Like I have no idea who's going to take that one.
Well, My reason for bringing up Donk specifically is when Falcons picked up Kyosuke, they were touting him out as the next Donk. And what Donk is really going to show is that they really did break the mold with how he plays, because he's
Mm,
just able to get kills. Like, it doesn't matter if you know he's coming. It doesn't matter if they change the game to try and nerf him. Graph didn't help. CS2 being a Peeker's Advantage game didn't help. Trying to make the game as a little Peeker's Advantage friendly as you possibly can. You could rebuff the op to Kenny S levels, and I bet Donk would still hunt you down. So it's wild to me. It's not wild the fact that they went 3-0 on stage 3. That makes a whole lot of
no.
sense. But what is wild is just how strong Donk is. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's really great to see. You mentioned that you have Spirit going through. I think that's this might be one of the more balanced quarterfinals we've ever had in a major. I feel
Mhm.
like you have a lot of potential winners as you look towards it. Furia could potentially do it. Spirit could potentially do it. Falcons are looking the strongest they've ever looked. I mean, there's so many options that
I
you
know.
really don't know how this one's can go.
I think like even still, I think you got like wild cards as well. Like I mean, like Aurora's having a great tournament. I mean, like 9Z able to upset as much as they have. Like I don't think they're gonna make it that far, but I like you never know, right? Like a team that's hot at the right time can really do a lot. And I think BetBoom is kind of in that same category, right? Like a team that's been fighting since stage one, and they've been proving to everybody that they've been able to make it to this point and have earned their spot at this point. I mean, like I don't have them making past quarterfinals, but again, that could be a team that you sort of don't look at too closely or you sort of undervalue, and they can surprise you a little bit. So I do think this one has potential to be very interesting. I think there will be at least one upset in the quarterfinals, but could I tell you which one it is? No, but I think it's definitely going to happen. I think this is not going to go the way people expected, but we'll see. I mean, we have at least one more day to sort of think about it, but I don't know. Those Friday
Well,
games are going to be crazy. Like I
it does
cannot
look
wait
like
for those Friday games.
it. It does look like the tech pause is a little bit more scraggly than maybe expected. So we are going to take a short break. When we come back, though, we will have Anubis. Sorry for the delays, but stick with us, and we'll get you a banger of a game. Who's going to be first one in? It looks like it's going to be Sunk. Lula taking the first shots, but the flash will send him blind. And it's Villainous connecting the dots, collecting the heads, as this A site is going to be overwhelmed. Romy and Weeza now looking to take this one back. A good first kill on the re-aggro in through main. That's just the early scout for Villainous. There's still plenty more firepower on this A-bomb site. Weeza, good tag. Not enough though. Panic just holding them at the gates. Oh, runs out of ammo. Oh my gosh, what is this pistol battle? To Panic recovers just in time for the kill, and Villainous will secure the pistol round.
It may have been ugly, but they got it done. I mean, super clean execute coming through from Villainous and looking very comfortable as well. And I think that's sort of what we expect from a team that's been doing very well on Anubis, at least lately. So I think for Villainous now, you finally get a pistol going your way, and that's a great way to get some wind in your sails to get things started here on this T side of Anubis. A little bit of a split take to start Weeza. Might be good to maybe find this pick early, but is he going to be able to hit the shot? I mean, going to be a... So we wanted to worry about that as he will be able to back up. Shots do ring out, but he'll creep his way back into the B site for the comfort of these walls. As Villainous going to be looking elsewhere, probably going off the back of that turkey rocket entry.
Yeah, this is a crunch toward the B-bomb site this time around, and already Jolts has got this one started with the MAC-10. He's looking for more. The FX all the way towards the back of Plat can be fully flashed and run down, as Villainous just going to take this one kill at a time before they've completely flattened the entire side of My Life Be Like. No chance for a comeback. It's 2-0 Villainous.
2-0 Villainous and looking to add more from here, but we will start to see some rifles coming out for the side of My Like Be Like. They want to try and press the issue here. They still have been able to find some sneaky picks when they've needed to, and I think with some more optimal weaponry, finding an entry here could be the difference maker, but once again, it's going to be Turkey Rocket to blast off for Villainous, but not going to look the right way as he's going to be hitting the deck. My Like Be Like answered back, but you got to look elsewhere as B site completely blitzkrieg by Villainous, and they're looking to plant once again.
Yeah, I mean, the rifles looked fairly solid initially, but bomb down. Now this round going to be called into question. There's a party in E-Box, and everybody's invited. This time, though, the Famas of Jolt going to handle Taggy. Weeza, the only one able to stand tall. 1-for-2 trade is pretty bad for My Life Be Like, as Villainous just going to mop them up, sweep them aside. And Villainous off to the races, 3-0.
Perfect start for this Villainous side, and I think that's sort of what you need to get yourself comfortable on your own map pick, and obviously things looking pretty good in terms of the money. Not so much on the side of My Life Be Like, as they're really going to be hunting for scraps in this 4th round. A couple 5-7s and a deagle. I mean, don't sleep on the 5-7 though. Definitely has the chance to spray you down if you're not careful. And look at this, Alula in a perfect spot to hit a backstab potentially. Doesn't get cleared out, so if Alula plays this properly, this could get swung over in the favor of My Life Be Like. That deagle pick can help as well, as Villainous caught out in E-Box. The pinch is going to be on as Alula is going to try and come in, but Turkey Rocket using the frag and the rifle. Why not a double with the AK to break open this B site and really mitigate this damage of that backstab from My Life Be Like?
Yeah, that was a great turn inside of E-Box. That pinch really looked like it could be the end of this entire round. And hilariously, the bomb is nowhere near the B-bomb site, so Dylan going to scoop that up. Knows there's a player outside of E-Box, so just going to handle Weeza on the way over to the A-bomb site. Now Ethics left to wonder where the rest of this round can go. Well, right into the Shadow Realm, as Burglar going to steal away the last of his hit points.
So close, though, for My Life Be Like. I mean, that was the one right there. That was the one you could have taken, but shout out to Turkey Rocket for just getting it done when his team needed to. Big plays being made early from Villainous. They're looking to end this one early. My Life Be Like, they've been very, very quiet thus far. Not the team we saw on Ancient. That confidence hasn't been there. They can't find it soon. This Anubis trip will be very, very short.
Well, it is the desert, so if you don't bring adequate supplies, any trip is going to be short. And I mean, the way that Villainous are already looking, might be right that this is a fairly quick outing. Ending things, making up for lost time for the overtime on map number 1. Villainous already getting things started toward the A-bomb site. There's 2 players here to fight. It's going to be Alula and Ethics holding court. Smoke to force this main play to fall back, but there's nothing on cam, so Dylan and Sunk able to walk in and just pave everyone in their path. Trade out of Taggy to at least keep things a little bit in contention for My Life Be Like, but this 3 versus 4 with Villainous so far entrenched onto the A-bomb site feels fairly difficult. Panic already keeping an eye up towards heaven. Likely spot for an offer to try and peek out of. Meanwhile, Weeza Molotov to force out the AK from behind pillar. That's enough. A double entry for the CT side on the retake, and Panic falling as well might be the exact ticket that you want if you're Villainous, or if you're My Life Be Like. Burglar off in another zip code, sprays through Taromi. Oh, he arrives just in time for both. Just in the nick of time. What in the world? He was so far.
There is no world where that should have happened. They had a kit. I mean, they were defusing with the kit to start. I don't know what happened to give our player with no kit to get a chance to start defusing, but that split-second hesitation was enough to get Turkey Rocket in a position to get that clutch. I mean, that is a huge mistake for My Life Be Like. They absolutely should have had their first round there. Exceptional retake that unfortunately is gonna get lost in a bit of a mistake, and now you're paying for it. You're relegated to less than optimal weaponry in round number 6. I mean, it's Mag 7 v Op. Op's gonna win 9 times out of 10. That's gonna be another one for 2 Panic, and Villainous already with the numbers advantage. Playbook's wide open.
I like the idea on the AWP, right? You don't spot the mid players immediately, so you take the pathing toward the wall side of bridge and you sneak up as far as possible. All right, there's an op there. Give it a quick jiggle peek. It misses. There's definitely a world where this round could be thrown on its head, and maybe there's still another. Ethics with a headshot onto Evan or onto Dylan. Turn this one back into a 3 versus 3, but Jolt's going to expect the wraparound from the main. So Alula be sent off to the Shadow Realm. 2 versus 3 for My Life Be Like, trying to hold on to these trying to hold on actually pretty far outside of these bomb sites. They're looking at this as a retakes only kind of affair. They have lined this one up correctly. Gambled toward the B-bomb site. Maggie, first shot misses. That is going to give the information over to the side of Villainous. Now they know this is E-Box, but they've got the kills. Panic in position, though. I don't know he's here just yet. They've spotted the other 2. They've killed the other 2. Panic able to work around the middle obelisk, and he does it perfectly. Just shreds through both players on My Life Be Like for a 6th round in a row for Villainous.
Once again, that's why you can't give this Villainous team isolated gunfights in those retake situations. 2 Panic, a little too cool in that situation to just get it done when the moment needed him to, and that's 6 on the board for Villainous. I mean, My Life Be Like, they've been able to get a lot done on these eco rounds, but that's 2 rounds in a row where it looks like they were going to be in position for a retake, and they weren't able to get it done, and now you're forced to buy into this position. Basically, everybody is broke besides Ethics, so if you're not able to make this one at least a little bit expensive or find a round win here, things are really going to start to get very dark for this My Life Be Like team. But if you're going to win one, this is going to be the one. You got tagging invested in the op as well. Have them set up nicely, nestled into Palace on B. Hopefully you can at least shore up your defense on there to just get something to go your way.
Yeah, just a little toehold into this half would be enough. If My Life Be Like can just stop the bleeding, Taggy gonna kick the proceedings off with a nice AWP shot down mid. Dylan, first one to fall for Villainous. It's a 4 versus 5, but these players for Villainous have been shooting extremely hard, as Burglar all too happy to demonstrate. Lisa falls, and this fake towards the A-bomb site might actually bear some fruit, as the rest of the Villainous squad already heading towards B. Not going to find things as easy as they expected. A couple of quick trades bring us back to the 2 versus 2, but at the very least, there's no one on site to stop the plant, so smoke to keep things segmented for Villainous. Forces My Life Be Like into the long rotate, and Sunk has already got this shot lined up, but is going to elect to take this one a little bit more carefully. Crucially, there is a kit on Ethics, so while there's not enough util to smoke off and defuse, they do have at least the flashes, so they're not going in fully dry. I don't know where Villainous are holding from, and that's going to cost them dearly as Sunk lines up one, and the second shot erases Ethics. 7-0 start for Villainous, and I say start, we're almost at the end.
It's a Call of Duty-esque quickscope coming out from Sunk there, just sinking the hopes of My Life Be Like, and it's dire. I mean, this is going to be a pretty ugly buy. You're at least able to get some util on the side of Alula. 2 hero rifles come through, but this is definitely not going to be very clean for My Life Be Like in what seems like continued desperation out of this.
This is interesting, though. He's sneaking through the smoke. Oh, that's going to hurt. That'll leave a mark as well. Visa does run out of ammo, and he just surrenders himself to the Glock of Sunk, but the pistols of My Life Be Like definitely have something to prove on round number 8.
Hey, I mean, that's profit. That's absolute net profit right there. You come in with pistols, walk away with 2 AKs, more than you could ask for if you're My Life Be Like. I mean, finally something, some sort of a life raft, being sent your way. You are drowning on Anubis to start. I mean, sure, there are a couple rounds left in the half, but don't really see this team winning 5 in a row on the CT side to make the Stone 5 happen yet. I mean, maybe it's possible, but where it's an uphill battle, the journey of 1,000 steps starts with 1. Maybe they can turn it into 2.
Yeah, I mean, we knew this would be an uphill battle going into it for My Life Be Like. You highlighted it in the pre-show. Villainous have played plenty of Anubis already, and they really haven't looked back. They've looked very good no matter who they've played against, so a team that hasn't played a whole lot of it is going to have their work cut out for them. One thing I do want to highlight for My Life Be Like in the last few rounds is it kind of feels like they have been sitting back on sites, and that was the first round where it felt like My Life Be Like decided to take initiative on the defense and try and take space away from Villainous. And I think that's a very important thing to realize as you're starting to learn Anubis. Is not letting that T side take everything as free as it might otherwise, but you have to. Well, you do still have to be careful. Lula caught a little bit of pushed up towards bridge, but Romy able to trade 1 back at the very least. Unfortunately, alone toward the B-bomb site will allow that site to be taken away, and Sunk looking to just get this bomb down way out in the open, which is perfect. Taggy's got the lineup that's going to whiff entirely, and now it's going to give him away as well. Laid out into position, Panic more than ready to take that duel. And this 2 versus 4 looking pretty darn bloody for My Life Be Like. A good trade back onto Panic. Keeps things in motion for the CT side. Smoke down for the bomb. But again, these nades are giving away the defenders trying to re-aggress, and giving away your position against Villainous is a death sentence in this game. So 8-1. Villainous just completely steamrolling on this.
That's the response you want if you're Villainous right there, and just another execute where My Life Be Like kind of get putting into a blender almost. I mean, it's tough when Villainous not only have the confidence on this map, but they also clearly have the ability and the shooters to make sure that any play they get set on. Though that's a nice little opening from Taggy that gets answered in kind from
That's
Villainous.
why you don't pull out your knife in between kills. He was playing with the butterfly. Did you see that? And look at this. That one kill gets completely punished by Villainous.
It's all these butterfly knife players, man. Just too
butter knife indeed.
I mean, that's exactly. I mean, they're just too into the animations to be focused in on the game. And My Life Be Like, maybe we can get a little bit more focus here. 3v2, not impossible. Oh, Dylan, just a little bit too late on that backstab. Alula makes him pay for his first pick of the game. And we get another 2v2 between these two sides.
Yeah, and Villainous have actually been bamboozled on this one. They thought they had the easy sight when they found that opening versus Taggy, but being cut down to just 2 men and Sunk on 11 HP is definitely giving them pause for thought. My Life Be Like, on the other hand, will hold these sites pretty far back themselves, so it should be a free bomb plant, and My Life Be Like looking for full retake mode or whatever site is taken. And the interesting thing is they've opted to put both of their players individually, so Sunk will fall with the bomb, and they use Panic up to the 1 versus 2. Dangerous gambit that's actually been rewarded for My Life Be Like. See if Panic can escape this. He's tossing nades over towards Street, but My Life Be Like aren't there. He will be allowed to slip out through main. He's waiting for the fight, waiting to see if someone slips through the smoke on the other side. No one there. Here's the smoke on top of bomb. Good spray down. Visa down to 3 HP. Tap on the bomb. Just the right time for Lula to peek out above the smoke. My Life Be Like will double their rounds on the CT side.
Another round that Villainous had a chance to maybe make it a bit more interesting, but just not enough tools in the kit to get it done. My Life Be Like, so 2 of the last 3. Now they finally get a retake to go their way. So again, things starting to look a little bit better, but 2 more rounds on the CT side. I mean, they've had to absolutely scrap for these 2 rounds. And sure, you can maybe argue that they could have gotten a couple more, but it's better than nothing. And maybe they can turn that 2 into a 4.
Of course, the first thing we see after I criticize butterfly knife users is a butterfly knife twirling around, but it is enough for my life be like to really establish a solid hold into this one. 3 kills extended and completed. Not a full team ace, but my life be like taking the initiative early pays off in spades.
And where was that earlier? I mean, this was sort of the team we were expecting to show up at some point on Anubis. I mean, better late than never, I guess. Is this half going to be over soon? And my life be like might be able to get this one to a 4. Is Villainous relegated to some weaker weaponry? Are going to be getting a little bit aggressive to get over towards this boat side, but my life be like, will they make this rotation? Oh my goodness.
A little kiss in the smoke on bridge. And Jolt's going to come out of it first.
It was ugly.
North American CS always is FX and Alula entry into the site. Great response. 2 Panic and Burglar going to respond. Take the man advantage back in the favor of Villainous. Plenty of time for Bomb to go down as now Romy trying to make his way through the smoke and cameras. He hasn't quite done it just yet. He's given enough time for Taggy to get sneaky. Not enough to survive and not enough to win the round either, as Jolt's going to finish this one off 9-3 half. At least it's not as bad as it was looking at the beginning.
There is a very, very faint glimmer of hope, and it comes in the form of winning this pistol round. I think that is absolutely essential if my life be like want to try and get this one back under control. I mean, it's already a pretty deep hole to climb out of, but not impossible. I mean, we saw what they were able to do on Ancient when they started to play with some confidence and, start, getting, really good in these situations, but I mean, it's going to be tough, but we'll see what can happen. I think stranger things have happened. We've definitely seen surprises out of this team, and maybe we're due for at least one more as they're going to try and catch Villainous by surprise over on B. Smoke gonna alert them to their presence, though. Flash out as well, and ooh, that's a lot of blue in that kill feed as Taggy left holding the bag, and they failed execute flawlessly. Villainous gets to double digits.
No one ducking under the crosshairs on the pistols for my life be like. No flashes, just a smoke and hopes and dreams resting on the back of it. That might be the last gasp here. Likely, I mean, of course, we're going to get the save here going into round number 14, second round of the T side. I did see that there is a Zeus in the hands of Weeza, so we're getting a little bit of memes being dreams on Anubis. But unlikely to really change the tide of this one. Good find for Taromi on the block, but Sunk and Dylan responding with proportional aggression on the primary weapons. I think FX's Deeg, death is close at hand, but just make sure that he doesn't go down without a fight.
Not down without a fight, but how much fight does my life be like have in them at this point? I mean, you're 2 rounds away from losing out this series, which at one point we thought they maybe had control of a little bit, and this has just been a complete opposite of things on Anubis, as Villainous really showing their confidence, and this suffocating defense on the CT side is just giving nothing for my life. Be like a missed flash as well. I mean, nothing going their way right now as they're going to try and get this execute done, but look at how much space Villainous is denying them already. I mean, this is going to be a CT side that is going to be very, very hard to break through, even more so that this first pick goes the way of Villainous.
Calling your team my life if you like, and then having this kind of a loss really does feel like you know what you're talking about for the 2020s. It's been a wild 6 years so far in this decade, and Alula looking to change that, at least for one round. 1 versus 2, both players in Temple for Villainous. Damage onto Sunk, but it's not enough to secure the round, as Villainous will drop that 12 hammer right on them and look for that map and series point.
It's definitely looking to go that way. One more chance, I guess, but not going to be a good one, as Weeza to be that hero rifler this time. Plenty of util to work with for My Life Be Like, so it could potentially make something happen, but I don't know, man. I'm trying. I'm really trying to huff that hopium for My Life Be Like, but it's going to be pretty dire, especially with the way they've been playing the CT side.
Yeah, I feel like you do want to try and give at least a silver lining, right? This isn't the major. You can be a little bit nice to the team, even if they're getting stomped. But it's looking like it's going to be ended here. A 1 HP taggy does fall to the HE of Sunk. And looking like just a mopping up exercise for Villainous. As My Life Be Like exit through a main. I mean, what are you even looking for at this point? We see Taromi hanging out in mid, just more food for Sunk's AWP. Reaggression in through a main. There's a smoke here. What do we even do, man? What are we doing? FX jumps out from underneath Weeza. The jump boost doesn't work out. Panic is already set up here. It's just a matter of time. Weeza in the 1 versus 3. 57 HP, 10 HP off of that magical funny number that chat loves so much, but will be reduced to 0, and Villainous will pick up the perfect score for this group, 13-3, closing out map number 2 for the group stage of Crossfire Season 5.
And a really solid showing of Anubis from Villainous, proving why this map pick is so dangerous for this side. And My Life Be Like, they gave it their best effort. Ancient, obviously, their best showing of the evening, but just can't hang when it comes to Anubis. But I will say, you know, we were kind of talking about it earlier, I will give a lot of credit to My Life Be Like. I think there are a lot of positives to take away from this. You know, sure, you do lose your first of the season. You know, you don't necessarily control your own destiny anymore if you want to make playoffs, but you took a really solid advanced team to the brink on Ancient, and sure, you got stomped on Anubis, but you were in it for a decent bit, and it was genuinely a really exciting series to watch on map number 1. So I think this is a team that definitely has a very solid future ahead of them. They have a lot of really good players on this team, and I'm going to be interested to see what the future holds for this team.
Oh, and I think the other silver lining is that they do make it out of the group stage, so they're going to be headed off to playoffs, where they will get the chance, if they can make it through. So there's 16 teams will be making it to playoff, 2 from each group, 8 groups. The math works out, 2 times 8, 16. If they can make it all the way up to, I think, the semifinals. Last season we had HLTV for the semifinals and the finals and the 3rd, 4th decider match. So, you know, there's going to be some harder teams down the road. We've already gotten a chance to see some of them. Overtake Sector are making some big waves this season in Crossfire, but I mean, I think the big thing is you know, wonder what the perma ban was. You know, I was just going to look at the Faceit page to see what the ban, remind myself of what the bans were. It does look like they banned Inferno, which, hey, me too. You know, I get that, but leaving open the chosen map of Anubis versus a team that enjoys Anubis is also going to really come back to haunt you. And I think we did kind of get the horror scenes of that today. With that being said, though, I think we are going to send this one off. So from myself, Floofys, notreallyevan, Will English on the production, all of us at Crossfire, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for joining us tonight, and come back next time. We bring you more high-octane Counter-Strike right here next time.